Hello, people of the internet. My name is Benix, and this figure sucks. Don't buy it.
You thought to do it now, what you lost in.
Memes aside, I really wanted to like this figure because I actually got the Destoroyah before I got this figure, and I love that figure. That Destoroyah, Super 7's Destoroyah, is a real good figure. But then I bought this guy at I got him actually at a Best Buy, so I bought him in person. It's also why he doesn't have his sleeve. But let's take a look at the box. It's the same Super 7 box. We got Heisei Godzilla 1989, Super 7 logo up top. It's got that nice crack cave thing. I don't know what they're doing with it, but it's nice. Ultimate's on the top. Back of the box, or I guess side, it's still that crack. Other side, same crack. We got the bio, if you want to read that. There you go. Very cool. And still from the movie. I like that. I really do appreciate that they put stills from the movie or a poster on the back. I really like that. And Super 7 bottom, stuff nobody cares about. And that's the box. I actually do like Super 7's packaging. I think it is very nice with the sleeve. The presentation of their figures is really good. And I want to make that point. I think it's better than Haya's presentation. I talked about that in my last video. Haya's boxes are a garbage. I do not like them. They look bootleggy, and they're not good. This package, though, Super 7 does a really good job with their boxes. Alas, it is just a box. Get out of my face. Let's take a look at the figure. Well, so here is Super 7's 1989 Bio Goji. One of, I would argue, a fan favorite Godzilla design. Well, how did they do it? Not great. Okay, let's start here with the details. Let's get them up close to the camera and take a look at the details. I think the face looks pretty good. The teeth are a little sloppy here, as you can see. The paint isn't the greatest here on the teeth, but the eyes look really good. I think they kind of get a little bit of a cartoony look to them, but I think they look really good. He's got that nose detailing going down the neck. Now here's my biggest problem with the detailing. It's very washed out. It's not as defined or as rigid as I would like it to be going down the body here. You can see kind of this detailing is pretty good, but then it goes here and it's very washed out and it doesn't look very good, and that's just the materials. Going down to the legs here, you can still see it goes from like really detailed to kind of washed out, like a Playmates in a way. Going down here to the rest, you can see all this detailing on the tail. It's okay looking. It doesn't look the worst, but for $85, this could be a lot better in terms of detailing. I think the paint isn't that bad. I think the most notable paint here is right here on the dorsal plates. This looks pretty good, the paint on the dorsal plates, but oh yeah, for the money you're paying here, what the flip? I'm not too keen on the detailing. It is passable at best, but for $80, it's a little why, but okay. Articulation. My last video, I was a little harsh on Hiya Toys Burning Godzilla for its articulation. This figure makes that look like Monster Arts. This thing's articulation is really bad. Like, really bad. We'll start with the head here. The head is on a barbell joint. There's a ball joint in there, and there's a ball joint here, which allows for some actually pretty decent range at a full 360. You can get some really nice range here. There's a ball joint here at the base of the neck. You can also get some twisting and turning there, so pretty snazzy articulation there. The arms, they can go out. You could get them T-posing. That's pretty chill. It's freaking tight. There's a swivel here at the bicep, which can go full 360, a bend at the elbow. Now I'm going to pause the articulation here and talk to you about this elbow joint. Mine had excess plastic stuck in it. So when I got this figure out and I tried to move the elbow for the first time, there was plastic and it was literally stuck to the joint. The joint was stuck in place. I could not move the joint. I thought I was gonna break it. What I had to do is I had to take an X-Acto knife. I think I took a box cutter and I had to literally flex the joint like out a little bit so it can move. $90 is inexcusable. Yeah, that's ridiculous and stupid. There's a swivel here at the elbow, and then a swivel hinge at the wrists. Yippee, nobody cares. Now, here's another point of articulation that I really don't like. This rotation here at the waist really should have been a ball joint, and I only say that because Destoroyah here, which is a newer figure from Super 7 and is a fantastic figure from Super 7, has a ball joint at the waist. You can get some tilting movement there and some pretty alright range. So I'm questioning, I know this was the first release, why he doesn't have that. There is no side to side. There is no anything. It's just a swivel. Like, what? Why? It's dumb. It's stupid. I don't get why there's not a ball joint there. It makes no sense. There's also a gap in the dorsal plates that looks really stupid. Like, I do not like that. Oh my god, I don't like that. Legs, okay. They are on ball joints, so you can get a little bit outward movement, a little bit inward movement, and they can rotate, probably not a full 360. Back that far. Oh, there we go. Back that far. And forwards about that far. They cannot go full 360. Do not try to break it. Bend at the knee. Very limited bend at the knee. And swivel hinge at the foot. Yippee-do. That's about the full range of that. Oh boy! Here is the worst part about the figure. Easily. Here's where I'm about to absolutely shred this actual piece of. We're about to absolutely shred this thing. The tail. You want to see something really funny from a $90 Godzilla figure? That. There is a gap. Almost every time I pick him up, there's the tail pops out of the ass. What? And I popped it in. It's locked in. What the? I cannot express my absolute distaste for that. That is so bad. Another thing that the tail just absolutely bails on is the range. When you get an expensive Godzilla piece, you would expect the tail's articulation to be really good, especially when I think, count it, 16 segments, double digits. You would expect the tail to have some really kick-ass range, right? Well, what's the range on this Godzilla's tail? Well, I mean, we could just take off the tail and see the full range of it. Well, what the is that? That is awful! You can't even get an S-curve! That's the best S-curve you can get! Where is it? Here she is! Bringing in the most best Godzilla figure of recent decade, I would argue. Get out of here. $50! 80! 50! Look at that! Woo! Yeah, you want to know something funny? Guess how many segments? Not even in the double digits. What? Huh? This tail sucks! I'm not exaggerating. This tail is the biggest scam. I saw it. I was like, whoa, look at that. You see it in the box. You're like, damn, that's a lot of joints. That tail's going to be so fun to move. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. Oh my god. I cannot express in words how much I hate this tail. It is, and the fact that it can't even stay plugged into his ass. Every time you pick him up, the fucking plugs out. I can't even. I'm sorry for my language, but I cannot. What the flip? What the flip? I brought here NECA 1954, right? Four segments here at his tail, and a bendy wire, and you know, you can still get better range with four segments and a bendy wire. That's sad. That's just sad. Ooh, but I'm sure Super 7's Godzilla is better than a Monster Arts. Let's bring in Final Wars Monster Arts. I'm sure the tail articulation is more range than that. Sorry, you can't really see that. Not even close. This one could literally suck his own tail. I've done it before. I love Monster Arts. Yeah, I'm extremely disappointed with the articulation on this figure. For 90 bucks, it sucks ass. It really does. It's not good. $50 Haya rips this thing apart. Tears it apart. And you can make the argument saying, oh, well, the reason the articulation sucks so much ass is because they want to preserve the sculpt. Well, when the sculpt's not even that good in the first place, what is the point of trying to preserve the sculpt when your sculpt sucks? I know I'm being a little harsh here, but I'll get to it when we get to comparisons. Bio Goji here comes with a lot. We'll start out here with the open mouth head, and I think I already said it in my Destoroyah review. Like, okay, here, can we just put a ball joint at the fucking? Can we just put a ball joint at the fucking jaw, please? This is like, we want to preserve the sculpt. Just put a fucking joint at the jaw. The fact that I have to rip his head off every time I want to open his mouth. Oh my god. It's like, it's such a pain in the ass, and it's so much more effort than it needs to be to get an open mouth. Can we just, hey, Super 7, can you put a joint in the mouth? Thanks a lot. I can't wait for -1 Godzilla. That's gonna be so fun. Anyways, oh yeah, here's the turtleneck. It comes with the turtleneck, which is Biolante's Vines. Oh, sorry. You want me to put it on? Okay, yeah. Turtleneck goes on like that. I don't even care anymore. You put the head on. I'm not putting it on all the way. Yippee! Look at that. So no one cares. No one. It's stupid. There. Yay. If you don't have the other wavemate, this accessory means nothing. Same with this accessory. He comes with a hole in his hand. Oh no. You could remove this hand and put the hole in the hand. Oh no, he has a hole in his hand. I actually like that accessory. But it doesn't if you don't have the Biolante to go with it. So I'll never use that. Yippee. He also comes with these mildly open hands. Mildly open. And then he also comes with fists. I actually like the fists. Godzilla can I actually kind of like that. The fists are cool. I like that. More Godzilla figures need to have this. Yeah, it's just jacked. I like that. Of course, as you saw, he has these splayed out hands. I don't even care anymore. I don't. I don't. Size comparison wise, here's a 7-inch tall Haya. Sorry, let me get him stacked up here. 7-inch tall Haya Godzilla. So you can see he's a big ass Godzilla. Haya Toys, like, let's kind of post him up. That's a big Godzilla already. He's a big ass Godzilla. You could just see, like, he's a hefty big dude. There's that. Here's a Monster Arts. Nice. This is, yeah, you can see he's a big Godzilla, but I mean, like, oh my god, you can just see the difference in the detailing here. Look at the difference. I don't even have to bring him up to the camera. Look how glossy and just washed out that all looks compared to the Monster Arts, which is so rigid looking and textured. Oh my god, night and day, I'm telling you. Here he is next to a NECA, 1954 Godzilla. Probably one of the best 1954 figures ever. I'm sorry if you disagree. It's fact. Even with him, look at the detailing on him. It's a little. It's not as like good as the Monster Arts, but still, that is some damn good sculpt work. So washed out. Oh my god, this thing. There's that, and then the big boy himself, 8-inch Super 7. Destoroyah! He's so big. Yeah. And this is why I was so disappointed in this figure. He looks okay. I was a little hard, I will admit. My opinion, I was a little hard on the looks of him. I apologize, I was a little mean. But that articulation does suck. And especially at the tail. Not only that, but it was really disappointing to have this figure. I got this figure first, and then get this, like, because I know they went from that to that, which is a great step up, and I'm glad they're improving. I really am happy Super 7 is improving from that to that, but it's really disappointing to me because I got him first. For me, it was, we went from this to this, like, what happened? I know we went from that to that, but for me, it was, we went from this to this, so it was super disappointing to have this figure. When I was expecting something like this, I got something like this. I know it's my fault, in a way, because I should have bought him first, but I got him first. Doesn't matter. What does matter, I forgot to point this out, sorry. There's a split happening at the shoulder, so you can see that. That's awesome. 90 bucks. 90 bucks, baby. 90 bucks. But I get it. Now, I do want to... I hit my microphone. I do want to say something. There is a few positives I do like about this figure. One, the paint is actually pretty good. I mentioned that. The paint is pretty good. The teeth paint is like better than most Monster Arts. The claw paint is done really well. The dorsal plates look really great. Toes, there's a little bit of a dry brushing. I don't think I mentioned it, but there's a little bit of a black wash used throughout, and a little bit of a light gray dry brushing, kind of like the NECA 1954 figure. It's right there. That's pretty cool. I like that, and I do like how this. I'm pretty sure one of Super 7's things is they want to make toys like that feel like they were from the 80s/90s. That's pretty cool. He feels like. He looks and kind of feels like a 10-inch tall Trendmaster figure. That's pretty cool. I mess with that. That's really cool. And the sculpt is not awful, but the price, the asking price, is ridiculously high for like worse than Monster Arts. You see, Monster Arts, I have a checklist for those. Great sculpt, check. Paint, check. No accessories, check. And a ridiculous price, check. That's the Monster Arts checklist. This thing is just disappointing because I expected better with like Destoroyah. Overall, not excluding the I'll take no. Overall, this figure is a 4 out of 10. I'll be nice because I was really mean to him. And I do like him. He's got character. He's not boring, because he does have character. Hiya Toys. What does that mean? It means the flaws give him a lot of personality. Objectively, he's but he's got charm. So I'll keep him around. And he can go right there. Right there, right next to my NECA Kong. Yeah, these two do look really cool together. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one.